Hey Warriors, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Here's our next piece. We moved this beast into the house last night and we're going to start working on it. Cindy's already cleaned it all up. We'll show you a little bit of video on that. And a lot of you guys have been asking, why do we keep doing gold hardware on everything? Today you're going to see silver hardware. So we're going to get going on this piece and stick with us. We got kind of a cool design for it.
We're Jim and Cindy, and we're inviting you to come along on our journey of furniture makeovers.
So guess what I forgot about? I'll give you 3 guesses. You guessed cleaning the drawers. That was a good guess. Emptied the bucket, washed it out, and thought I was done. And then I went, drawers. I gotta take this hardware off too.
So now that Cindy's cleaned the whole unit up and we're all ready to go, we're going to go ahead and we're going to degloss it, and we're going to be using liquid sandpaper so we have proper paint adhesion. Originally we were going to do something with the top in terms of staining, at least that was I thought. However, we sanded just a little bit back here, and as you can see, there is like no wood grain there at all. There's just, I think this is actually just like printed on top of a composite board. The way it looks, the more I sand, the less that grain shows, the more it goes away, and I think we're just on top of a composite board, and that's how it looks in the back of the unit, is that it's just composite. So we gave up on the staining idea, and we're going to go ahead with the paint scheme. So we got something we haven't done in quite a long time that we want to show you guys. We think it's going to turn out pretty cool. So let's go ahead and start using the liquid sandpaper and get this ready for paint. So we have found with the liquid sandpaper, show this to you, that it actually works a little better. I shouldn't say better, easier. If we just pour some of this into a container, and then from there we can just dip the rag in there and go to town. So that's how we're going to be doing it today. Stuff works really well. We've used it on several pieces and it really has worked well for us. The paint adheres very well. So we're going to continue going with this as long as we're in winter. It's that cold in the garage. If we can get away without sanding, we're going to do that. Okay, so we are going to be needing gray. We have black and white, we don't have gray. We're going to be using the Behr chalk paint. So we're going to mix our own gray color for this. And I will put the paint colors themselves down in the description. You know, I got a comment about loading your roller. So I want you guys to see this just so you know how I do this. When I load a roller with paint, you put your roller in the paint and you pull it back up so that you're pulling paint up onto your part of the tray up here. Then you roll it back down into the paint. See how evenly that roller is loaded? That way you're not getting those stripes across your surface when you start. Makes it a little easier when you're painting to have the roller loaded properly. Okay, so we're going to do a glaze effect on the top of the dresser. We're using the Rust-Oleum Chalked Smoked Glaze. So we've already kind of mixed this all up. This brush doesn't fit in there very well, so we're going to put it into a separate container. And we'll see how this works. We've done this before, but not on the edges like we're going to. So with the smoky glaze, whoa, you have to be careful. It's very liquidy. You want to spread this over the entire top, because we're going to make lines that go all the way down the length of this. So you need to get the entire top done. If you rub it with your cloth right away, it's going to take it all off. So we usually put a little bit on here. Not a lot, but just that way it's already got some on there and it doesn't soak everything in. And then you just wipe until you get the look you want. And make sure when you're wiping too, that you're trying to stay fairly straight across. You want to make sure that you're not doing this, unless you really want that kind of a pattern. Okay, so we're gonna stop right there, and we're gonna show you something. This is after I got the whole body painted black, and I was looking at it, and I just wasn't digging it. So I waited till Cindy came home. I wanted to get her opinion on it, and hers was the same. She said she wasn't digging it. So we are now trying to figure out what we're gonna do with the body, and Cindy's over here putting some gray on this side. We tried a lighter gray. We thought it was a little too light. So now we're going with this gray, which is by Rethunk Junk. I believe it's called True Gray. And we're gonna put a coat of that on and see if we like that better. But we're not digging the black. Okay, so we did decide on the gray. The True Gray by Rethunk Junk. So we taped everything up again. And we are gonna change this over to the gray, and we'll see what happens. This will probably take a couple coats to cover this again, but that's okay. You know, sometimes things just happen. We just were not digging this black on this piece for some reason. We thought it was really going to look good, and you know, and I'm sure some of you out there probably think it does look good, and that's fine. It's all kind of personal taste, but Cindy and I, for some reason, just weren't digging it. Okay guys, this is from Rethunk Junk. It's Tough Top. It's a top coat, and once it dries, it's not just water resistant, it's actually waterproof. So we are going to try to get it open. Okay guys, this is from Rethunk Junk. It's Tough Top. It's a top coat, and once it dries, it's not just water resistant, it's actually waterproof. Okay, time to go to town on the drawers. Okay, everyone, well, here comes the final reveal. Stick around. Right after the final reveal, we got one more thing to tell you about that I think you'll appreciate. So let's get on with it and show you the final product. Hey Warriors, want to see our favorite flips of the past 7 or 8 months? You click on this video right down here. As always, thanks for watching and have a flippin' awesome day.